Hello, welcome to our order flow trading here on the 5th of March. I hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, then let's start. Just give me short feedback if you can hear me, then everything is fine. Yeah, especially here on YouTube, if you don't know me yet. My name is Rother. I'm in that industry for 30 years now. And I set up my first investment firm at the age of 17. I sold my shares in that firm, and then I set up my second venture in China, where I managed over $150 million in my private hedge fund. My best trading day was during the subprime crisis, actually 2008, where I made over 800K in one day trading Forex markets. And yeah, if you're quite successful in China, you also get into trouble with the government, and I was detained in May 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese finance system. And I was released after 7 years and 7 months in December 2018. Right now I'm running two communities focusing on prop firm trading in German and English. I'm also a best-selling author. This book is called Drachenjahre in German or Dragon Years in English. Now we are coming to the general disclosure. All Bookmap limited materials, information and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendation. Trading futures, equities and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So, then let's get started here. Yeah, perfect, Steven. The first thing that I'm doing is to check the news because I'm a scalper, and if you trade during news releases, well, it can get ugly. So is there anything special coming up here? We had initial jobless claims already. I mean, this is Central European time. No, otherwise no more news to pay attention to. That's good. So we can close this and have a look at the current situation. Next thing that I'm doing manually is to adjusting my VWAPs. Copy trading is already activated. My VWAPs here, I'm using 3 standard VWAPs. The first one is the day VWAP starting at midnight, Central European time, or what is it, 6 p.m. previous day Eastern time. Today is the 5th. Then I'm using the session VWAP. This one is starting with the official market opening at 9:30 Eastern time or 3:30 p.m. CET. And I'm also using the London opening VWAP. This is 3 a.m. Eastern time or 9 a.m. CET. One second here. Yeah, now let's load a little bit. Got somebody just calling me here. I should know that I'm on a stream. So next thing, this is getting up to date here. Is there any irregularities? I mean, is there anywhere huge liquidity that we have to pay attention to? I mean, it was a busy week, yeah, the attack on Iran and so on. This, of course, is influencing the markets, but not as much as most people probably expected. And this is also what I want to show you. To get a big picture on the ES, we are still trading sideways. So this is a sideways movement, the range that we have. We are still trading in it despite war, so there's no big change of the market situation since actually, yeah, September, October 25. We are touching the lows and then we are getting the pullback. This is on a 4-hour chart. Interesting is we have the VWAP here from this high, and market really touched this VWAP today. It was during the morning hours we went to this VWAP and had another sell-off. But for us important is point of control is here at 44, and yeah, now let's see what's happening here. I'm adjusting my short-term VWAPs, my day VWAP on midnight. So the London VWAP, 9 o'clock. Other VWAPs here from this high we went through, so we can delete this one. Support zones, this VWAP we can also delete, no more use. This one also. Yeah, next big support in my point of view is the VWAP from this low at 8.33. We can add another one here at this high. Okay, they all come together. That is a good sign. That would be also my first trading entry point. Here, this area, all three VWAPs coming together. We can also see that in Bookmap. That was the high. We are adding an anchored VWAP here. Hello Peter, nice to see you here on YouTube. Yeah. Royce, hello. Yeah, twice a week, yeah? Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm streaming. So we have liquidity here. Settlement price is at 24. Is this not updated? Okay, settlement price is not updated here. Okay, I have to check the file. I have to do this later. Probably some error. Anyway, settlement price would be at this level 76. Always a good trade for. Always a good trade. Yesterday was also nice. A long trade at day VWAP and settlement price together. That was working quite well. Liquidity at 55. But for me, trading entry point is this area here. So if you have any questions, feel free. Jay-Z, on funded account, how much contract you use? Well, it depends on the size, Jay-Z. Which size do you mean? Familia Guerra. MNQ. I'm not trading the MNQ, but we can have a look at the NQ. I mean, it's actually the same thing, yeah. ES and NQ, same thing, just NQ has a little bit more volatility. But let's first adjust the VWAPs here on the 5th. So we have to wait a little bit here for the NQ. I mean MNQ or NQ, well, it's all the same. So we have also the same peak here at 10 a.m. Same like ES. I mean, it's the same thing, yeah. Just one is a little bit more volatile than the other one. Yeah, and I always can emphasize, watch on the volatility index. Again, up, we are above 20. This is always, yeah, difficult to trade. You really must be careful. You get huge moves. Each time the VIX is above 20, yeah, things getting more complicated. So if your trading strategy doesn't work as expected during these days, then this is because of the volatility. This is what most of the traders absolutely do not realize, that how important the volatility is for your trading strategy. And we can add also another VWAP here. Okay, this one from the high at noontime here. I'm going to add this one in Bookmap. This was here. Royce, I purchased your book with my last money I had, and I must say it's really amazing and funny at the same time. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was also the point. I mean, to write it in a funny way, so to speak. So right now, no opportunity here, I think, before market opening. If somebody wants to take a riskier trade, you can try it here. We saw the market touched a couple times this VWAP quite precisely, and now also liquidity is popping up here at 54. Otherwise, we have liquidity at 805. Is there anything special? Oh, this is already, well, actually nothing much here. We have this breakout level. Here, this area. But this level here is 32.75. 32.75. Yeah, we also have small liquidity here at this long-term VWAP. This is also trading opportunity, but I would wait. I will wait after market opening. Jay, the 50K, and one more thing that LRT can prop firm video doesn't slow you. Okay, Jay, yeah, this video I have to fix. That was the wrong server. I have to adjust this. On a 50K account right now, on a funded account, I would trade maybe 1 or 2 contracts. Take a little bit more time because of this volatility. You can get many losing trades, but actually your strategy is right. Ah, Peru, de nada. Yo tengo un amigo en Peru. So let's have a look here at NQ. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, we have the high here. And this one, actually same thing like the ES. VWAP's coming here together and, well, it's still loading a little bit. You can see here the order book is very thin in the NQ. Sometimes only 3 contracts, 2. It's really nothing. You can expect big moves or fast moves. I mean, this is huge liquidity here at 980 with 215. Okay, we have this VWAP and nicely how the VWAP from this high, market went down, no entry opportunity, and then here, market is touching this VWAP and we have the next sell off. Okay, and Q took the liquidity at 980. Yeah, whoa, yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. There's no liquidity in the book, and then these sweeps are happening. So if you are trading with tight stop loss, you're really screwed here and you will get your slippage. Well, next 200 lots coming in at 960. Probably they're also going to take them, just like this. Switch to the ES also. Same move, almost identical. Oh, and well, quick question. If you have the info at hand, I'm curious as what specific computer you use for trading. Well, I'm not using any special computer. I think it's still an AMD Ryzen 7 with 128 gigabyte of memory. I have 4 screens, yeah, and I don't know what graphic card, but one that has with 4 outputs, yeah. But it's not actually this computer is not expensive. I don't need a gaming computer, yeah. For our needs, graphic card is important that you have multiple exits or outputs and a lot of memory. And this is working stable. No, RAM, memory, 128, yeah. 2 times 64. Yeah, I think that is the most important thing. You're welcome. So I think now the market is at the almost here at this long-term VWAP at 33. But I'm not going to take a trade here 10 minutes before opening. Be patient during these days. The market most likely will come back to the day VWAP, and then you can take one trade and business is done. But I don't know when this is going to happen. Well, this is the order, I think, getting larger here at 55, now 754. If the market, I mean, this is also a nice trade to just put your order exactly at this big order or one tick before. And if you use like 10 ticks take profit, you can trade a nice pullback. Royce, that is always, well, your question is, I think on ES to look at liquidity is just noise. On order flow, there are in minutes over 1,000 contracts like icebergs. It's more reliable on NQ since it's really thin. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Well, I like to trade liquidity here in the ES, but you really must know huge liquidity zones, yeah, like this one here, 800 pre-market is okay. If you have during the day maybe 1,000 or 2,000, these are interesting levels. NQ, same thing, but NQ is much smaller and is reacting differently on that. Yeah, we see this liquidity level here now at 960. I think the market will take this liquidity, but well, maybe before market opening, I'm not sure. You know, there are two strategies that I have. I either trade this, I mean, I would place an order here and just to take this liquidity and trading a pullback. The question is always, how are you going to trade liquidity? This is for me not a trend changer or whatsoever. I'm trading pullbacks, yeah. And my idea is if the market is touching this liquidity, then the market is exhausted and most likely is going to have a small pullback. And this is what I am going to trade. Oh, Tom Quimby, I did not check this, honestly. Sometimes you must, if I'm not doing live streams, yeah, then I'm also using much less. But with live streaming together, I'm using a lot more. So, small recovery, 7 more minutes to go here. I mean, I'm really not that computer expert and I don't really care as long as my computer is working smoothly and I don't have any delays. I'm absolutely happy. And as I bought my computer, I mean, 124 gigabyte was not expensive, yeah. I mean, I think now the price has really exploded. Friends told me, I don't know that. So it was just a no-brainer, yeah. And now the next attempt here to take the 960. 5 more minutes. We are trading now outside of the value area. Probably market is coming back here to this point of control, this area, and this is also the area with the VWAPs. We can see on the TPO chart, most of the time the prices were trading around 63. Yeah, we can see this here, this yellow line. The volume profile, we have the price level with most of the volume is a little bit higher, almost same at 60, 65. So this is a nice resistance zone here. Robert, how much time it will take to resolve? It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, the problem was that I was quite sick. They wanted to put me to hospital last Monday and already last week because of my blood pressure. And I'm also wearing right now 24/7 blood pressure tools. So I had to reduce my working hours a lot. My doctor told me, and I really did not feel well. It started at Christmas this year, and then my energy level went downhill. Now they're doing a lot of checks and have to figure out what is really the reason behind it. And I will try to find I have the recording somewhere on my computer. Yeah, I have to find them and then upload them again. I have it already on my to-do list here, very on top. So 1 more minute. So market is open. We have VWAP from the high. No, I'm not going to trade here. I'm waiting. Same like last days. Let the market. So now we have liquidity is gone here at 55. I'm going to merge these profile with the left one, then I have everything in one place. So I'm not going to take a trade here at US session VWAP. This is too early. It can work, but these are high risk trades. During other periods, I would take them. The volatility index is maybe lower. But best way was simply here day VWAP. Be patient, wait for this. I will place a short order at here at the day VWAP. So now a retest to US session VWAP could be a good trading opportunity, but I'm waiting here for my day VWAP trades. This was the best opportunities during the last weeks. One trade at a day. Well, so market is coming closer. I'm one tick before day VWAP. The entry here at London VWAP is riskier, yeah. But if I enter here, my stop loss would just be before day VWAP, and this doesn't make sense. And I'm choosing the conservative entry, and now give me the fill. Okay, I'm in. So come on. I want to. Okay, I'm out. Business is done for today. Thank you. Going home now. Every day I'm just doing the same trade. So, and this on funded accounts, yeah. That's what I do. Simple. And then I'm also going to stop trading. I'm not. If I have some evaluation accounts, I would use them. But for funded accounts, business is done. SPQ Raw, hello, nice to see you again. Jules, hey, any reason why you place the order beforehand and not waiting to see how price reacts to the level? Because I anticipate the movements of algorithms, and I know if the market is coming close to day VWAP, they are going to act, the algos. And I just want to be one step ahead. And then you can see that we have this pullback, and this is my business. I'm not looking for any long-term trend or whatsoever. I'm just assuming when is the possibility high that algos are going to buy and sell. And this is exactly uncertain points. And then we can see sometimes a big reaction, yeah, or a small pullback. And this is the minimum what I expect according to my experience. And then you multiply this on your accounts. Yeah. And this is a daily business that I'm doing. And then you do one trade a day. That's it. And very important is to build up a good consistency. Every day, same results. Yeah. And then you can make a nice income from it every week, every month. Pip rolls. Can you explain your trade again? Yes, sure. First, the idea behind my trading is to detect when algorithms are going to buy and sell. If you want to go deeper into my system, you can look at the Bookmap Learning Center. There you can find a short introduction about my trading strategy. I'll also post this here. Then you get a better understanding of the basics of my trading. And of course, if you want to go deeper, then you can also join our academy. But the idea behind this, if you're a trader for a hedge fund, yeah, you are not making your own decisions when to buy and when to sell. These decisions belong to some sort of consortium or management, and then they are deciding, okay, we want to buy now 100,000 contracts of the ES to maybe hedge our stock positions or whatsoever. And then they need a fair value, a good price to actually enter the market. So you cannot just say I buy now 100,000 contracts. That's like 10% of the daily volume. Then you really move the market. Then this means you have to divide your entries on many small child orders, and they have to be executed at a certain level. So now what is a fair price? For these you have to put two things into consideration. That is the price level and the volume, because this is moving markets. And this is why they created the volume weighted average price. If you want to go long as a hedge fund and your traders are buying below VWAP, then they get a bonus. Actually, it's the price between the entry price and day VWAP. Yeah? So then they did a good execution. And this is, I mean, right now it's more or less automatically with algos. So this is, I assume, market is coming to these certain levels. This is considered a fair value. Then people are going to sell. Yeah? And this is the pullback that I'm going to trade. This yellow line is the day VWAP. This VWAP is starting at with a new trading day. This is at 6 p.m. Eastern Day from the previous day, or midnight in Central European time, since I'm living in Europe. Now we can see market found a fair, touched the benchmark, Yeah, VWAP is not an indicator, it's a benchmark. There's a big difference. Touch this benchmark and now prices can go downwards again. So it's very simple trading. Jules, thank you very much. Another question is, if I may ask, do you trade for a living full-time using this? Yes, this is paying my rent. I also have other investments in stocks, longer-term investments, yeah, and in companies that I do for a longer time period. Day trading is not my sole income stream, yeah. For this, you have to. I use day trading to take out money, to pay my living expenses, and then to invest this money in long-term assets, which generate passive income also. But what I'm doing here right now, this is what I'm doing every day, starting at 3 p.m. or 1/2 hour before market opening. And yeah, I make a living from that. And currently, mostly only through prop firms. Amazon, okay, let's see what is Amazon doing. Other stocks are down, 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 down. I don't have Amazon here on that list. Oh yeah, Amazon had a nice breakout here, gap close, and then probably back to this level here. Yeah, point of control. Yeah, this would be the next barrier here, 222, and then maybe the gap close here at 231. SW Haley, so you shorted the test of the daily VWAP. Yes, exactly, this is what I did. Right now, 10-10. 10 takes stop loss, 10 takes take profit. My risk to reward ratio is 1 to 1, even a little bit lower because of the commissions. But I have a winning rate of around 75%. So now market touched day VWAP, and we are going back to most likely testing the lows. This area here. Also nice, we have the point of control from the market profile or TPO chart together with the day VWAP. This is a nice confirmation. So nice trading setup. It's a high profitability chance. Yeah. Bratwurst, would you take again a short at day VWAP? I missed the first one. I'm a bit late today. Yes, I think you can take another one. Yeah, I'm not going to take it myself. I'm done for today. Business is over. But yes, I think so. I would think the chance is very good. Jules, why can't you automate this with an algo since the strategy is just playing the VWAP reaction every day? And what's the benefit of using prop firms for you? Thank you in advance. Well, we tried since many years to automate this. It doesn't work, believe me. It really doesn't work because so many things come into play. Is the market in a range or not? What is the volatility? Where is liquidity? Where are, it just doesn't work. Believe me, Jules, we tried everything. There are other strategies that we use for algorithmic trading, but to this strategy, it's almost impossible. It depends on my personal market experience, and you have to sit in front of it and wait. Yeah, when is the right opportunity and when not? What is the benefit of prop firms for me? Definitely, I don't use my own capital. I can use my own capital to invest in other investments, yeah, and have the same size without risk to get payouts. So it's a win-win situation. I can leverage my capital and I don't have to block it, yeah. Jay-Z here for you. I found all the recordings, yeah. They are downloading right now and I will upload them yeah, during the day and then they will all be online. Uno Leans, how often do you do these live streams on YouTube? Wednesdays at 7 p.m. CET, but then it's in German language. And every Thursday at 3 p.m. CET or 9 a.m. Eastern Time in English. And then in our community, I'm doing it every day in English, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And everyone can see exactly how I trade, where I place my orders. It's very transparent. Check this out. Now in our academy, I have a course about prop firms, 4-day events that I did with live trading examples and what my philosophy is about prop firm trading. Unfortunately, I switched the hosting provider for videos and I did not update this, so I had to find them and upload them again. Yeah, so this was the problem. And these files are quite big, yeah. It's a lot to download and upload. And since I'm on an island, yeah, it's everything a little bit slower here. Oh, yeah, nice touch here at London VWAP. You can see market is touching this VWAP and we see the nice sell-off. This is algorithmic trading. Just before day VWAP, I mean day VWAP would be a conservative entry point. This one is a little bit riskier. Sometimes this one works better than this one. This is depends on, it's like the daily mood of the market. Yeah. So US session VWAP today, no respect at all. London VWAP here a little bit. Day VWAP is a VWAP to go. Maybe during the second half of the day this is going to change. And then also all VWAPs are more or less coming together. So now another opportunity here at day VWAP. Again, London VWAP is stronger. Jules, do you ever trail your stops to break even when it moves in your favor, or you just stick to a very simple 1-1-10 ticks? I tried every possible thing, but if I move the stop loss to break even too soon, I'm going to lose. The best result for me was simply to stick to 10-10 or to 1-1. Yeah, don't move your stop. But it's also a question of your personality. Some people like to go break even quickly. They're getting stopped out or break even more often. Yeah, it's a question. There is no right or wrong to that. It's really about how you can live with it. For me in day trading here, I cannot hold a position like 10 minutes or so. I would get crazy. I like to get in and out within below 1 minute. Yeah. My best trades only take like 1 or 2 seconds with fast pullbacks, and then I'm out. Some trades take maybe a minute, yeah, but that's already very long. It makes me very nervous. But everyone is different in that way. I know traders who can really takes a long trend here during the day. I cannot. It's not my style. That is the most important question you have to ask. What is your style? So market is trying to touch the day VWAP again and maybe getting a turnaround here. Okay, now touch at day VWAP. 61.5. Come a little more. Did you take the straight Bratwurst? Then you should be profitable now. Nice touchy again. 10 ticks, 2.5 points is here 59. Perfect. Ah, Bratwurst, why you did not take the straight? You asked me before. Listen, how do you not get destroyed by transaction fees when trading these short trades, and also not to get blown by late fills? First of all, the transaction rates, costs are very transparent. Yeah. If you trade one contract, you make $125. Transaction fees are $5, so you have $120 profit. Yeah. So there's no problem about this. It's included in the price and in the profit. And since I'm also not trading 100 trades a day, maybe one or two, so commission is really not a problem. And also not get blown by late fills, as there are days when you get slippage. I mean, you mean slippage by late fills, yeah. This is sometimes a problem. This is, you must be careful about this. It can happen, but that's a fuck up day, yeah. But it also can happen anytime that you get a bad slippage. But these are not really, this doesn't concern my performance. Royce, what is reliable, the day or session New York? Mostly the day VWAP, yeah, is the one that I'm paying most of the attention to. But it's really from day to day different. Sometimes the other VWAPs are working much better than the day VWAP. Yeah. But just from the point of view of information and data, because the day VWAP has all the volume data since the electronic trading hours opened, so there's a lot more information included. So now market broke through. Now we can do something nice. We add here at the last low an anchored VWAP, and this is then the, yeah, we call it hand of VWAP. If the market is trailing along this VWAP, then yeah, we are still in an uptrend. Now market is coming to gap close here. Settlement price 76. So this is now, if you really want to jump on this trend, you can use this VWAP as a support zone, as an entry point. And of course, gap close or settlement price trade is very useful. It's here 76. Yeah, now there is momentum. So liquidity is at 85, yeah. Settlement price, yeah, Bratwurst can work here, but the market really has power now. Anyway, I will quit here for today. I have to take care of my health a little bit. Please leave a like button here on YouTube. And yeah, visit our trading academy. And yeah, I hope next week I will know what's wrong with my body, that I can get back my full energy. So see you next week, and for our community members, we are continuing still a little bit. So all your questions here again. Uno Leans, do you ever add bands around VWAP, like second and third? I use first and second standard deviation for day VWAP, New York session VWAP, exactly to identify trends or breakouts. Yeah. Do you use market orders or limit orders? Only limit orders. Right now I'm trading through Dorman Trading, my personal account, and Apex mostly for funded accounts. So see you next week. Bye.